Boop, boop, be doop. Be well. Be welcome. Hey, we need. I know what I need, but we need it all. It's amazing to pretending that somebody's watching me. I am laughing alone, desperately, with happiness and positivity about my own jokes. I can actually complain. I can actually be very tough on the politics, and nobody really listens. Nobody will actually see it. So now in my head, I'm thinking, what topic should I choose? Against Zelensky and the nonsense of the war, of the nonsense of like continuation of the war, what a nonsense it is, and that I wish for all the people who wants the war to continue for whatever reason, from both sides, that they would have the chance freely to just go get a gun and go there. It would be then over, and actually some of them would survive, depends, I don't know what side, but it would be less of them, and there would be more of the people who actually don't want a war, who don't want, they would stay on a side, and these guys, they would shoot themselves there, and it would be peace on the planet. This would be the best, and I wish everybody health, especially mental health is very important these times. Yeah, this would be great. Because everybody, especially, not everybody, I always say everybody, I don't mean everybody, but it's like so many comments when you look at today, just CNN, just mocking the Trump like all the time. This is disgusting. Yeah, whatever. Trump is not beautiful. Trump is not speaking beautifully like Starmer, maybe, you know, he doesn't have that, what do you call it? The language, not even like a JD. JD has a cool language. He speaks really nice, clearly, structure, beautiful. I don't have it too. And Trump don't have it too. But because of that, and he's 80 years old, we don't need to mocking him, yeah? He doesn't want a war. And he continues telling us that he doesn't want a war. He doesn't want the people to be killed. He wants to make businesses. I'm not saying it's a win, super, yeah, that's it, it's over. Now we are gonna be happy. But compared to whatever was there and what is here now, like he's the best, whether we like it or not, yeah. And I hope it doesn't stop there. It gets better. I wish. But for now, he's very good, yeah, very good. And just people keep mocking him and talking that he's like that. He's amazing. Trump is great. I might not agree with everything what he does, but many things I agree. Yeah, and I understand. I understand. I can see, even if I might not be right of my thinking why he does certain things, but I can see a reason there. At least I can explain the reason for myself. Common sense, not really like stupid things. I don't see it stupid. Yeah, maybe the way he's speaking to people, maybe the way he's speaking generally. Okay, I laugh, and sometimes I say like, yeah, but whatever, it's like he's a certain way, but important is it if he delivers, and that's what it is. We should not judge people. We should not just judge people because of their way, the way they speak. Like they speak, we should not judge them. So if I would put aside the way he speaks, you know, like for example, You don't have the cards. You don't have the cards. Now we have the cards. With us, you have the cards. And Zelensky, I don't play game. I don't play any game with cards. And Trump, no, you don't have the cards. You playing game. You playing game. We're playing with millions of lives. With World War III. You're gambling with World War III. We have the cards. You don't have. It's like the way he's formulating the words. I agree. Yeah, it might be not the most beautiful thing, but the thing is that there were never president who was tough and who at least was so strong that stand such a way, no matter there is cameras or not, you know, just went into the conflict with the Zelensky, because Zelensky started. He started talking about, he was questioning in JD Vance when JD was speaking about diplomacy, and then he started like actually threatening, right, US, that you will feel it too. Yeah, what he's talking about, this is some his nonsense. Yeah? He's bringing up what he and European leaders probably, I don't know, build up, and what is the European propaganda that Russia wants the whole Europe, or at least the East wing. Yeah? And Trump was pissed. Yeah. What he's saying is just like what he's saying for nonsense. Yeah. Trump knows, because he was in very close relationship and very good relationship with whether North Korea, the leader, or Chinese president, Russia president. And now after 4 years he come and he says, somebody tells him from Ukraine, some Volodymyr Zelensky, tell Putin, tell Trump, you will feel it, he wants more. I thought that he's on coke. I thought that he's getting the drugs, Zelensky. Yeah? Totally. Yeah. I don't know if you saw the video how they're recruiting people in Ukraine. This is disgusting. Yeah. And I say it again. Zelensky is a dictator. Yeah. That's crazy. Crazy what's going on Ukraine. And as I said last time, people should have been asked, or still should have been. There should be like a quick vote or whatever program. If you are really interested and you don't want to put any influence on it, and you really want to ask people, do you want to die for the country, or let's drop it and try to make the best deal with Putin? For me, the human life is just more important than border. It is like that. It is like that. Unless somebody is really coming with a stick on your family and really is beating them up, and you are on your knees and it's still beating you up. I don't believe that that would ever happen, yeah? Because the humans are amazing. People are good, yeah? But in this kind of like crowds, you know, this sheep stuff, what is going on in the world, like pro-Russian, against Russian, whatever, or pro-Ukrainian against whatever war, you know what I mean. This just doesn't have to do with each of us. Like when you meet people, they're really nice. Yeah, they might have their opinion, and everybody knows what's right, what's wrong, like me. But they are generally nice. I travel around the world. I go so many places. Not really biggest cities of the countries, but also like very small little towns, and always met like beautiful people. So the sick here is the politicians, and I'm sorry to say it, yeah. It is like there is some problems, and they just don't talk. And when I see like he understands only power, Zelensky says, like Putin understands only power. What about talk to him? What about let's talk? Forget about everybody, just go and talk. It's about you too, guys. So many deaths. So many deaths. So many dead people. For what? For what? For freedom. What freedom? What freedom? They're dying there, yeah? People from families, fathers, sons, family members, grandsons, some friends. But mostly it's painful for me like fathers, fathers on sons. If there is a woman, then daughters, mothers. Well, hopefully not, but disgusting, crazy. When in a country is a war regime, the president might have such a permission for crazy stuff to do. Doesn't need permission from the government. I don't know exactly how does it work there, but that is insane. He's the boss now there. And I feel like when I was listening him in the White House, he likes that. He doesn't want to drop that. That's why JD was right. He has a manpower problem, yeah. He's sick. And I'm not talking about Putin because I cannot speak about Putin. I'm not saying Putin is better or worse. I cannot say. I don't. Because Putin, he's not show off. He doesn't do any interview. He doesn't talk. He doesn't come. Nobody wants him. Nobody likes him here. So we don't have any. Because if there would be anything, it would be always propaganda. So we actually cannot hear other side. We are so stupid. Yeah. Not me, but you people, you who support Zelensky, you are stupid. Because you don't even mind the part. If you don't mind, if you do mind that nobody's talked to Putin, that is not normally open. The space is not open. If you do mind, you are not stupid. If you don't mind, you are stupid. Because if you think that some propaganda is good and bad or whatever, I think people could make their mind themselves. Yeah, we making from people like they are just idiots and they need stuff on a plate. Yeah, like it is like that. Because politics like that, but people don't need that. People are very smart, and if there would be not okay, Zelensky doesn't want to speak to Putin, fine. But in every second country or every country in Europe can do interview with Zelensky. Not as a propaganda, but what's exactly going on there? What happened, how he sees it, and in many, many ways, many different countries can go there and beg and interviewing him. The same Zelensky, they don't talk, but imagine Zelensky would be confronted with the stuff what Putin says, Putin would be confronted with this stuff. We would see something at least formulating like this, nothing happening, nothing really happening, yeah? So what do we need to see more? It's Putin, more speaks from Putin, yeah? Multiple and different people, but it doesn't need Russian people. There was a Tucker Carlson. It needs people from West side also, a lot. But it's like you are not allowed there as a reporter from Germany, England, I guess, because you would just spread the propaganda. So we don't even hear it. So while saying this, you can see clearly that the West world, except Trump, they want the war to continue for whatever reason. It's sick. Nobody want to talk. Yeah? It's all sick, and they are sick, all of them. Trump came and he said, no, let's sit on a table. They don't want that. Yeah, and they want to prolong it. Yeah. Maybe also they want to hurt his campaign from Trump, whatever. But people dying, yeah? Jesus Christ. Wow. And I just want to puke when I see like people like being like shutting out for like being excited, whether for Macron or whether for Starmer or whether for whatever. Olaf is there, or Zelensky, and they're like, yeah. Nobody does that. Like not really do it for Trump. Like, stop it. Stop the war, yeah? Stop it. Scheiße, fuck, it needs ceasefire. It needs a ceasefire. He doesn't want ceasefire. Zelensky doesn't want a ceasefire. Unbelievable. Guys, I should not talk about this. It makes me... I'm happy anyway, but it's just so much sickness. And when I read the comments, I'm like, this cannot be a people. Like, you know, YouTubers, if there is a YouTubers, then they confront each other. Yeah? They confront each other. So if there is one YouTuber making something about that, you know the KSI, polls and all that stuff. So they do that, and YouTube allows that to do it, and then something happening between them and blah blah blah. But the world, West world, doesn't allow this between presidents, between countries who makes a war. They don't allow that. I wish that Musk put more stuff there and more people go and allow like Putin to interview. And it's not that I want to trust something, but I 100% believe that Putin is not some kind of Genghis Khan. And if Zelensky is the same, like Putin came on the land, okay, but I want to know why. And I want to hear Putin look at his eyes, and I want to really see, he's lying. He just wants to take a piece of Ukraine and the whole Ukraine. I want to see it, because I don't see it. I didn't hear it. I just hear on our politics talks and keeping the war going, yeah, from our money. But I don't care about the money. I care about the people dying there, yeah. Yeah, I think this needs to happen. Why not? What are we scared of? What are we scared of? That people will be in the streets and, hey, Vladimir said this, and we don't... What? Let it be. Let it roast. People will make them... Well, you know, if government would really be there, up there for us, they would do it. Because then they would see the population and they would be like, okay, we released these videos, these talks, people, how people react. And then we see, okay, well, if people react at that, we are the leaders, we're gonna support them. You know, if most of the people react certain way, well, nah, leaders behaves like they know better than most of the people of the country. If there is over half of the country certain way, the government still goes its way. I can see it in Czech Republic. Guys, I love you. You're one of a kind. Even if your life is devoted to Joe Biden, I still love you. See ya.